Evening, dear participants. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Dear participants, I have posted one feedback form. Kindly fill in. Sir, I'll take another 1 minute and
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
can begin here.
yeah. Sure, 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 sure.
Everyone, please fill up the form. This is a feedback form.
What is the? How many days the workshop is this?
So this was 12 days workshop and today is the last date.
Oh,
Mm. We
okay.
are concluding with you, sir.
Oh, wonderful.
Mm.
Yeah, I think this is what Professor Hoti has told me. Yes, yes, yeah. What is your discipline?
Yes, sir, I am in the area of HR and OB.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
All right, sir, then we can begin.
Yeah, the
Okay.
participants are ready already.
Yes, sir, they are there. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt. Shall I start now?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sheetal, shall I start now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Good evening, friends. Welcome back to this session. And I think this is in continuation to the what I have spoken yesterday. And before I move on to this part, today's part, and I wish just like I have a habit of I call this one as instructional learning experience of yesterday. Okay, so we started yesterday's session with the building the competencies of teachers for online teaching, and very importantly, we started with the Albert Einstein's quote of providing the environment where learning can happen. And secondly, we talked with Alvin Toffler's quote of learn, unlearn, and relearn, which is a very important component, and we should implement letter and spirit in this point. And the third important thing is we talked about the change management, because that is the purpose of this workshop. Then we understood with the help of around six questions which the faculty members are keep on posting me for more than 100 plus days. And we that's about the hardware exposure. And of course, hardware exposure is a very important exposure of this course. And so it could be a desktop, it could be a laptop, it could be a mobile phone or webcam or microphone, any other hardware which is connecting to, probably you may be using the Viacom tablets also while writing and while giving the lecture. But in our case, in my case, actually, I've been using my Google Docs or sheet and slides kind of a thing. Yes, there's a Viacom. Good. I think these are all going to be a need of the hour, and that is one part we discussed. And secondly, we had discussed two important software platforms. One is about the synchronous learning like this, and like we call it as a Zoom, Meet, WebEx, or something, and which is mostly meant for the classroom like scenario. And the second software is about, we call it as a synchronous mode of teaching, asynchronous mode of teaching. In the asynchronous mode of teaching, the examples of Moodle or Google Classroom or many other things are there. So the basic purpose of those tools are to ensure that the teacher can able to provide the reading material to the students, and number one, and they can able to read the content and resources, or exchange their thoughts among the peers on their own convenient space and time. And of course, very important thing is collaborative learning is very important. And of course, device independence is very much there. this is what we discussed and apart from this, yes, one of the key element of this online teaching is about the interaction, the resources. And because resources are very important. And what we have talked as far as the resources are concerned. And we have two types of resources, as I already explained to you. One is about the resources available from the digital initiatives of Government of India for higher education. Swayam Prabha, National Digital Library, EPG Pathshala, like this. And of course, there is a second set of resources in the form of OER, Open Educational Resources, which I have explained in detail. And also, I had demonstrated to you that how these resources are going to be searched, there's going to be collected and going to be used. That is one part of it. The second part of it, all these things, whether collecting the resources and putting in a course, so you need to have it designed. The teachers need to be told, the teachers need to be sensitized, oriented, and what all they were supposed to do that one. So this is then afterwards also we discussed about how do we create. I don't know whether I have discussed that aspect also. There are simple tools are available. I think I have mentioned about in my uh, slide that yes, there are good quality resources are available, and these resources are going to be used. Yeah, no, not resources. Softwares are available to create the resources. And there are some screencasting tools are available. There are some tools available where we can able to nicely create our own content. Okay, so this is what we discussed. Now finally we had come to the delivery platform. So online course, one component is the live interaction platforms, and second component uh, is the asynchronous platforms. Dr. Sheetal, my voice is audible clearly and my screen is okay.
Yes, sir. It is
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
yeah. And so the next important point which I just want to say now, how do we use the asynchronous platform like learning management system? Now there is a possibility in this asynchronous platform where you can connect everything. Your even the Zoom can be connected, even the webex can be connected into the platform. But what my own experience says, if you put too much pressure on one platform, because what happened, the kind of support systems we are getting is going to be too much. So it's always better to have both separate. Yes, if it is connected also, it is working fine. It's not at all a problem as such. Like those of you are using the Google Classroom, Google Meet can be integrated. And there are many such things also can be integrated, even in the Moodle learning management system, since it is an open source platform. You can integrate with this live interaction platforms also can be integrated, and it can work perfectly all right. Okay, so before going to the learning management system, let's try to understand once again what are the capabilities of this learning management system called Moodle, and what are the prerequisites. Again and again, I've been telling you, like yesterday I repeated, I'm doing the same thing again, because unless and until we prepare for the learning management system usage in the class, no online is successful. Because what happened, some students will listen, I think, being a first time, and after first 15 days it is okay. Subsequently students started comparing. Already students are already making lot of noises, parents are also already lot of making lot of noises. So it is the high time that all of us need to understand, need to think very thoroughly what we were expected to do and what we were supposed to take. So learning management system is a software application, that's all. That's all. Like it is like a four walled of a classroom. There are benches are there are table is there, and of course all the gadgets are there. But what is important is that the person who is going to deliver his class online with the help of learning management system should be a good subject expert. I have already told you. Second important thing, should have a thorough understanding and hands-on exposure on the online course ecosystem. Online course ecosystem consisting of 6 parameters, like how to design a course, points related to the course development, issues related to the course delivery, how do we deliver the course, issues related to the course transaction, how do we transact the course, and how do we motivate, engage, and encourage the learner. Very, very importantly, many of you must be thinking that yaar ye aisa thodi hai. Maybe I'm not doubting anybody, but most of the, because this is my personal experience, why I've been saying people may accept 1 day, people may accept 2 days, they cannot accept you 20 days. And if the quality was not there, see, you may be a good teacher in a classroom environment. When it comes to the online, you need to understand the nitty-gritties. You need to be practiced. Whatever I've been speaking, I think that needs to be practiced on a regular day-to-day basis. Okay, once you could able to practice all these things, and it will be easier to implement it. Because first and foremost thing, again telling you, technology is an enabler. Technology is a facilitator, but the only biggest problem is that the human being who is going to use the technology should have all the capabilities. First and foremost thing, he or she must have sensitization, hands-on orientation, and support. That is very, very important. Is that okay? And very importantly, he or she must be creative and innovative, and should make up your mind to start using this one. That's very important. There are certain questions I'll try to answer also. Can anybody help me in how to access the contents as the link asked for? I don't know. It's not meant for me. I think it's meant
So,
for you, Dr.
yeah,
Sheetal.
yes, yeah, absolutely. So somebody has actually made the changes in the form we sent, and we have now corrected it, participants. Now, if you fill it, it will be proper.
Okay. I thought maybe they will be asking my. So that is one part of it. So second part is, first and foremost thing, we should made up our mind very importantly. Once we made up our mind, then we'll take a call, and I'll just take a minute and to explain to you the process as such. Like yesterday, I have started, because the title, many of you are must be thinking that यार वो title में कुछ है, इसमें कुछ है. Building the and this is one of the important thing which I started yesterday, and the 4 quadrant approach which I said here, and the courses are going to be designed, developed, and delivered in 4 quadrants. Okay, so this is the one which it is basically the courses need to be designed, and they need to be delivered, they need to be developed, and they need to be delivered, and of course assessed, the online course in the 4 quadrants. So video tutorial is the first quadrant, e-text is an assessment and discussion forum. There is one more very important things which I just want to tell you yesterday, but because of the paucity of the time, I couldn't able to show you that. All these things are available on my site. It's profksrinivas.in. You can use it, reuse it, revise it without any attribution to me. Okay, it's on the public domain. So there are 6 important points which we all keep in mind before start using the Moodle learning management system. Very, very important. First point is, set up your mind towards the online teaching. If our mind is not set towards the online teaching, I think my request to all of you is better not to use it. Because what happened, if the mind is not supporting, and if it is not going to be support, And again, always there is a lot of confusion. अरे करना है क्या, क्या 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 जरूरत है, अरे चल रहा है ना, हमारे नौकरी चल रहा है, हमारे जिंदगी चल रहा है, ये सारे करने की जरूरत है. If you are not convinced enough to be part of this moment, don't do it. Yes, if you convince, then read the second point.
Sir, sorry
Second,
for interruption. We have lost your video link. Your screen is also not showing, sir.
just a minute.
Now it is fine, sir.
Just a minute. Maybe there is the issue suddenly. Yeah. And now, friends, I think the first point which I said, set up your mind for online teaching. The second point I said, make broad basic decisions as is. And in the broad basic decisions, what are the decisions you should take? Number one, the mode of sessions. So how much percentage on asynchronous like Moodle or Google Classroom, so that what content can go, what percentage of the content can go, what type of assessments can be conducted. Synchronous platform, I think I can switch off my video, Sheetal. That's not a problem as such. My
Yes,
my
sir.
my video is okay because there is one more session going on which requires my daughter requires
Okay,
more
okay.
bandwidth.
Right, sir.
So the second, I think intermittently I'll move up and down. I'll see that. I'll be cross checking the questions also. The second important thing is about the synchronous platform. So which synchronous platform could be useful for your class? So if you are using all using the Gmail account, and Meet is possible for you, 100 users you can contact. Next comes the pedagogy, the methodology of teaching. So four quadrant approach, yes, is one part, and of course, as I said, flipped mode with blended classroom. And the third important decision you have to take, that is important, is the assessments. Are we going to take the teacher reviewed assessments? Are we going to adopt the peer reviewed assessments? Are we going to adopt the auto graded assessment? This call has to be taken in the beginning itself. And before taking the call, try to get an exposure. Okay, as I told you that one of the national high university have been since morning today. I don't know, they started much early. By 8:45 they are all there. 9 o'clock to almost 4:55 they are all doing all these things. And it should be taught, it should be delivered in a manner, so explanation, demonstration, practice, explanation, demonstration, practice. That link can go. And fourth one is define the role of students and teachers. Very, very, very important. So what role the teacher is playing as far as the topic one, how they can read, and what was expected, what is this, what type of inputs are provided by the teacher in the discussion forum, how the students take the advantage of the things in the discussion forum, and how do we attempt the assessment. All these things need to be told very clearly. Okay, the roles and responsibility. This is not a one-way communication. This again and again I'm telling you, online teaching should not be a one-way communication. If somebody is thinking that it is a one-way communication, that is a very important, that's not right to think on that. Okay, and fifth important thing is what type of interaction levels and feedback mechanisms we need to ensure. Because what happened, we have all type of students, and again there is a communication is again a very big problem, and lot of inhibitions would be there. पता नहीं सर क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में, मैडम क्या सोचेगी मेरे बारे में, and अरे बाकी students पता नहीं क्या सोचेंगे मेरे पास में. I got 90 marks in +2 and I can't communicate. What is there in this one? Learning, and we need to infuse the confidence on the students. May not necessarily, like when people goes to the South India from North India, and the way they speak Hindi and English, yes, and when South Indians come to the North Indian, all this thing we are learning. Everything we learn, it is not by default happened, and when we improvised. Okay, initially we imitated, then afterwards we improvise language also, and of course we need to put an effort. And the vocabulary, the more and more vocabulary which is there in your then you can deliver more. And it all comes with experience, it all comes with your confidence levels, it all matters, subject expertise and many things. And always I always quote Kalam Saab's famous quote: "A frog has fallen into a well." And people are around on the well, and they commented so much about, no, 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 this is not that, that is not that, this frog will die, this die, that die, and all. And after making several attempts of 2 days, finally the frog has come out of the well. And she expressed so much gratitude to those people who has supported. And in fact, it was not the supported, it's the live streaming was happening, saying that we are the first one to be there, we are first one to see that frog is dying. And nobody made an attempt. Generally, that is the human psychology. And they want to have it live streaming, live beaming, and TRP ratings. I'm talking about that case, not any other cases. Finally, what happened? The frog came out and they said, "Thank you very much." And everybody's asking, "No, no, no, we are the first one to be here." The frog said, "Sir, I'm very sorry. I am tough as well as dumb. I can't understand what you are speaking. And thank you very much for your support, which has been extended to you, extended to me to come out of this." And so, what is important is that, so what is then unless and until you try to do this one in that manner, things may not happen and won't work. So that interaction levels and mechanisms are very important. Step number three is a very important step, which talks about they adopt the learning management system. Which learning management system which we are going to use it? Okay, is it, are you talking about the Moodle? Yes, understand the Moodle thoroughly. If you are using Google Classroom, understand the Google Classroom thoroughly. And the fourth one, yes, if you can't do all these things, just use the Google sites thoroughly. Yes, WhatsApp, even Telegram, also one of the best options, which you can use it without any problem, without any difficulty as such. So what is important is, whichever platform you are selecting, first and foremost thing, you try to understand the platform first and try to make use of it. And step four, now the four quadrant approach here. Okay, and as per your course plan, lesson plan, objectives and outcomes, what is important for me is, you try to use the video lectures, or because we need to provide the content in four quadrants. We need to use the four quadrants, rather content in two quadrants. First one is a video lecture. And video lectures, you can use your own lecture methods, or you can use the method which will be very much helpful. Then second important thing is about, you can use the e-text material, you can use the audio material, you can use the image type of material. And step 5 is very important, that decide on collaboration with others. So what is important is what type of collaboration you are going to be used. And there are experts. Any problem, Dr. Sheetal?
No,
Hello.
everything is fine.
No, suddenly there is some sound is coming. Yeah.
So, nothing, sir. Now it is fine.
Yeah. There are a lot many people are already using this area. So let's get into the collaboration mode, addressing the issues and constraints, and review, fine tune, and move ahead. So these are the prerequisites to start with the Moodle platform. Okay, and let me go back to the Moodle quickly. And acha, so tell me, Dr. Sheetal, how do I go about it? I will take another 10 minutes to explain the Moodle platform. Then
Okay, sir.
I'll continue the demonstration, because to continue the demonstration up to 1.5 hours is difficult. Because if they are doing it, that will be easier for me to do. So how do we go about it?
Sir, many of the people are doing it simultaneously, so they would have questions to ask.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think,
I
yeah,
think I will. What I will do, I will explain some part of it. Then I will look at the questions. Then I'll try to answer. Is it okay?
right, sir.
Yeah,
Absolutely, sir,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So friends, let's try to understand the Moodle learning management system once again. I expect that you must have. So I've already told you yesterday that if you continue this online teaching, you can continue. You can use this Jeromeo.com site, and you can register a free site over there. I'm going to demonstrate to you that what are the things can be used in this site. And apart from that practical implementation of your online teaching, so the requirements are, number first requirement is Moodle site should be there, number one. And there is a checklist also which I showed you yesterday. That checklist also to be available, so that you will see that what are the things, because generally this will be taught not only in 2 hours. This is only aerial view I've been giving. And generally in my institution, which are conducting this program for almost 6 days, and everything, and on 6 to 8 hours in a day, and with the prerequisites and all sort of things. So no, why I've been saying that is uh, doing something very important, but whatever inputs you are giving, and that can be very much useful there or there. And third important point is about the data capturing format for the e-resources. So what are the e-resources you are using, and what is your lesson plan, what is your course plan, everything has to be available. And of course I provided some step-by-step guide is also available on my site, and I request you to take care of that. Okay, it's modular object oriented dynamic learning environment. This is the abbreviation of this software. And Moodle is like a nice clay, and you can play around, and you can do many things with the Moodle. And very interesting things are can happen with the Moodle software. And so what I'm trying to say, these are all Moodle for blended learning. You can use Moodle for the flipped classroom, and you can use Moodle for the online courses, and and you can use for the MOOC courses and whatnot. And of course, all these things can be whatever I have shown. Can be do it, and it's a free platform. And a very important thing is it's a 15+ year old, and and anyone can use, extend, or modify Moodle for both commercial and non-commercial projects without any licensing fee. I have a small suggestion. I think many of them are many students locally are also looking for jobs now. Using the Moodle platform, they can create a nice startup. Unfortunately, a very limited section of people are doing that kind of a thing, because the software is free, open source, and it is available in the public domain. And what is important is so that and it can be used without any difficulty as such. And okay, so what is important for me is uh, is and many institutions are looking for this kind of an exposure now, because everything is online. And instead of going for an expensive softwares to, ultimately they are only using the same platform. And we can encourage our own students can start using it also. Yes, it can be used for the this again. I have given this idea to many of the engineering colleges, but unfortunately, very few of them, because I don't know why they have not taken up it. It's very simple thing, and you need a good programmers for MTech students or MCA students. That can be done. If any such help is required, definitely I am happy to give the inputs for them. As far as the usage of the software is concerned, one of the easiest ways, get registered in your genomio.com site and you can use it. Otherwise, all other things are also available. What all we can do, I'll show some of the things for the demonstration purpose also here, and all these things, because when you register for a site, you'll get a role and you can do many things over here. And what makes the Moodle special? Again, I am reinforcing this point again and again, because Moodle is not like any learning management system. Yeah, upload karo. But you just read for a minute between the lines. Most commercial learning management systems are tool centered, whereas Moodle is a learning centered software. Second, the tool-centric learning management systems gives a lot of tools as interface, whereas Moodle builds the tools into an interface that makes the learning task central. That is the beauty of this system. So when learning became the task central, so many things can able to happen on that. So, and what are other advantages which I already told yesterday? It is basically open source and freely available for all. No licensing or upgrade cost. Popular worldwide. Support of dedicated users, and it's all philanthropy, I must tell you. And because last almost 12 years I could able to see extensive online document, small advertisements only, they are surviving. But there are many people who are contributing to their success, growing from strength to strength. You see now, especially in this COVID period, and it is being used extensively. Almost I got it done more than 20,000, 23,000 people, and they okay, never out of the line with the latest technology. Because what is important is, okay, Zoom is there, Zoom for only lecture. Though the question comes, how do we conduct the test? How do we share the assessment? What all other things can be done? How do we do the open book examination? Yes, the solution is very much there with us. Okay. And so the roles, these are the roles of Moodle: and administrator, teacher, and the students. And of course all these roles can be given to the people who has that capabilities to execute. Okay, without the capability, no, that's what I've been saying. Moodle is not like an MS Word. Moodle is not like a browser. Simply you open and do that. It is the learning management system. Like everybody cannot go and just go and deliver the lecture, because you need to have you should be a subject expert. You have a command over the language, and you should have patience and perseverance to put your forward point. All these things, like in Moodle also, all these things are going to happen. So I have there are two more slides which I just want to show, so that I can push into the demonstration mode now. So what teachers can do with Moodle? Just spend some 2 minutes time on the screen, and so that you can. This is a very important slide, friends. Every one of you should have an understanding and should know it very clearly. Okay, and first and foremost thing, it's we they can you can create the online courses. I will explain through Moodle what need to be done. And second, upload the files and lessons, for which you should have a data capturing format, and you have a lesson plan should be ready. What lesson plan? How do we teach that lesson? Because here what happened, teaching means, in our case, in our conventional classroom teaching, lecture and providing the reading material. This is other way around here. Okay. And of course there is a nice option called discussion forums are there, so that by the name itself, it's a collaborative learning environment, where the doubts of the students will be answered in the near real time basis. That is possible. And of course there is an option for creating online tests and examinations, and we can divide the students into the different classes. And of course, there are few live options are available where students can able to use it. And the last point is about the learners. What all typically a learner can do? Okay, how it is not simply like a website that anybody can come, anybody can access as an e. And you need to enroll the students, you as a teacher. There are three different enrollment methods are available in Moodle. One is a manual enrollment method where a teacher creates the username and password. I will be demonstrating that. And second one is there is a email based self authentication, and that is again a very interesting method. And the third one is a guest access, like you can see in my site, in my website, without any without any credentials, you could able to access the my contents of the site. Okay. And of course, the next important thing we need to understand about the jargon of the Moodle. And of course, because you need to, well, because whether are we teach, many times many of us are teaching one course in the undergraduate and one course in because as per the UGC mandate of 14, 16, 18 or something like that, 24, 18, 16. So we may be teaching courses in undergraduate, postgraduate, and research also. It's part of our life. So what I'm trying to say that you can also create the classifications that whether the course, the paper which I'm teaching is undergraduate paper or for postgraduate paper, or a research kind of a thing. So that is, we call it as a category in Moodle in our system also. Here the second important thing is a course is a basic learning area on Moodle where a teacher displays material for the students. Okay, that is a very important part of it. And the third important thing is about the resources. And so resources are items that a teacher can use to support learning, such as a file or a link. A standard Moodle comes with 7 types of resources: book, file, folder, and other blah blah blah. The things are there, but all these things are important and which should be used accordingly. There are many resources are available, but I will just have a good type of resources here. So how that week wise plan should be. And on one side you have a content, and then the one side, the second one is an activities. There are different activities can be conducted, and of course different assessment methods are can be planned. And very important point is about the question bank which needs to be set up. Before I this is what I want to say as far as the Moodle lecture is concerned. Before moving on to the before moving on to the practical demonstration part, let me see any questions. Dr. Sheetal, any specific questions are there?
We have got one question by Mr. Jayant. He said that I could not register on Moodle.
I don't know. Jayant, I think if you can visit genomio.com, and you simply just in the URL section, I hope you have visited this site only. And here in the site name, either you can give a first name or a last name or your subject name or any name which your preferred name can be entered here. And of course the genuine email address has to be entered. Otherwise, if you give some fictitious number, it never enter, because all the credentials will be come to that mail account, because your username, password, and many other things can come over there to do that. Okay. And then of course you can simply click on to the create site. Then you will receive a mail, email communication. And in your what I mean to say, in your mail address where you have mentioned. So what I've been saying that sorry, you can receive it. So not only this, then subsequently whatever the communication you are going to give your students, everything can go here. That's all. I think it's very simple. I
Sir,
don't know. Yeah.
they are asking that is there any authentication also which is required from the
No, no,
institute?
no, 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 nothing. No, no, no. See, are they asking? No, my question is, are they asking to teach online or not? or simply they are asking to sit, keep quiet and do it? That's what I'm asking. See, there are
Hmm.
two options are available. First of all, if the institute is not saying anything, just take the salary and listen all these things and practice it. If the institute is asking to teach online, then try to, and you ask them that what their expectations, because I don't know आपकी प्रिंसिपल की मन की भावना क्या है, आपके वाइस चांसलर क्या चाहते हैं, और आपके
Right.
हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट क्या चाहते हैं, इसके बारे में बहुत जानकारी होना बहुत जरूरी है. क्योंकि
Right.
again lot of theories are coming. This is what I've been saying. Even I am conducting a programs for vice chancellors, heads of department, even directors of the centrally funded institutions. Okay. How can we differ G Suite and Moodle? G Suite is a facility provided by Google for the education institutions, where Google Classroom is also one of the component. But Moodle is not providing anything free of anything in the institutional level. Moodle is a learning management system
Right.
where because I'm looking some of the messages here, Shita, and it's basically a learning management system. In that learning management system, where institutions can able to use it and can, but if like many times it's always advisable, and people have been saying, no, no, sir, Google Classroom is easy. Yes, so I always say that submitting a paper in the national seminar is easy. Submitting a paper for the international seminar is difficult, because what required, it requires a quality, it requires training, and that too it is having an internet, it's having certain status and it has to be done. That's what I mean to say. There is one more, Rajendran Maharajan saying, I'm unable to.
That is not, so that is not
Yeah.
written. That is about the feedback form. They are still having some problems. Okay. So I think
Yeah, no, there is an Vidhi Rastogi saying the limitation is for your site is generated, is not used for 30 days. It is deactivated. What should we do? Reactivate? No, Vidhi, when the logic is pretty simple. You are expected to teach daily. You're expected to teach daily. You say, like in the universities, university and colleges, we should go daily and take the classes in online also. You're expected to. So you try to access it, and if your students are accessing regularly, that itself is enough for you. uh, in certain video lectures, questions are inserted at different time intervals. Can we suggest any software? There is a software called H5P. There is a software called H5P. Okay, that is one software. Even in the presentation tube also, even the presentation tube, yesterday I have told you that the presentation tube, while creating the PPTs, first and foremost thing, this I think, madam, you are talking about, there is an IIT Mumbai, there is a LCM model. They call it as an LCM model. In my site, there is a reading materials available. If you ensure that, first and foremost thing, while preparing the PPT, while recording the lecture, speak for a few minutes and give a pause and give a question over there. So automatically everything can be recorded, and the students can able to respond. Yes, I think Jayant has confirmed that you could able to register. Jayant, it's easy. It's easy. It's not at all a difficult thing as such. So that kind of a thing, and more so there are some applications are available, but some of the applications are not free open source. It requires, for example, if you purchased Screencast-O-Matic, it gives a very good flexibility to insert, and there is something called there is another tool called H5P. H5P is an interactivity you can bring. For example, I'm just giving a simple scenario. Like on GST, Government of India reduced on a particular period, reduced the tax from 22% to 18%. There are four items are there. What is the way to answer the question? If you want a MCQ, you can say, please identify the list of items where it has been reduced to 22 to 18%. Option A, option B, option C, option D, and your answer. Alternately, what you can do, you can create a video You can put those items in the video, and if you move the mouse over there, and it tells that what need to be done and how about that it can able to go there. Okay. uh, uh, Dr. Sudeep, there is a question. I'm having some network issue, very slow due to heavy rain. I cannot go for hands-on experience. Oh, okay, it's up to you. It's up to you. First and foremost thing, don't get too much panic about the hands-on experience. Okay, and first and foremost thing, I'm such a person. First of all, relax and listen all these things. And कभी कभार प्रवचन भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है, and but at the same time, but what is taking you to the longer distance is hands-on exposure, because theory is very good, concept is very good, absolutely no doubt about it. But tomorrow when you had a good network connectivity, try to go so that we can able to use it much easily. All right, I think let me give you Dr. Sheetal, any more questions I
No,
could add?
yes, sir. There are no more questions, sir.
So I think others are related to.
Mm.
Uh, uh, I opened that.
Execution part only, sir.
Yeah,
Now they
yeah,
have opened the dashboard.
dashboard. What you're supposed to do. So
Mm.
Jay, before you are asking very good things that what you are supposed to do. Have you prepared the data capturing format? Are you ready with the data capturing format? Have you what is the plan of action? Okay, what are the resources you already connected? So please, I think and what type of assessments can be connected. All these things. First and foremost thing, you should have a plan. Okay, and I'll try to show you, and if possible, try to do it along with me. Uh, the first thing is the first requirement of mine. I don't know whether this is my data capturing format, and again I am going to post it in the type your comment. This is my data capturing format. I think I hope every one of you must have this data capturing format. Without that, things cannot happen. So it is having certain processes. You see, what course I'm just what is the course name? What are the topics to be taught? And because the video resources and this planning and all. Okay, let me show the demonstration as such here. First thing is I am going to show that my site. This is again a Genome site of mine. Generally, I use this particular Genome site for presentations. So first thing, you already got received the mail from genome.com. So first thing, you need to learn how to log into this site. Click on the login button, and you need to enter the admin username and admin. Because why you are entering admin? Because you register the site, so all three roles will be assigned to you. Click on the admin option and enter the password which has been provided by the Genomio. After entering the password, click the login button. Click the login button, and you get you are there in the dashboard. The biggest question: what to do? Okay, so you can't do anything in the dashboard. Okay, dashboard is a place where you can able to you see that what are the things can able to happen a later part of your this thing. So the first important thing which you are all going to do this one is little bit of customization. Little bit of customization need to be done. Okay, what all customizations are required? First important customization, on the right left top corner there is a profile picture. First of all, you should change, there is the space for the profile picture, and in your cases most likely the profile picture is empty. So what I am suggesting is, even though my name is also showing here, but in your case the name must be not there. So the first demonstration, there are two options which I will demonstrate. I will give some space for you, 5 minutes, or I don't know if people like are very fastly doing it. So I think we can wind up everything by 6:30 itself, because if they are reading in the faster pace. So what we need to do, how do we update the profile picture? Logic is pretty simple. Just click on the blank space. There is a pop-up appearing here. Click on profile. When you click on profile, and then you can see there is an option called edit profile here. Edit profile here. Just click on the edit profile. When you click on the edit profile, if you just scroll it down, and if you want, you can change your first name here. If you want, you can change your second name here. Then just scroll it down, and there is a place called user picture. And using this plus sign button, add a button, you can change, you can upload your JPEG file. Your profile picture in JPEG file can be uploaded using this, and you can click on the update profile option. You can click on the update profile option, and this profile gets updated. This is the first thing. Second basic customization. I'm not saying all of them are important, but there are many things, and it may not be possible for me to explain everything over here. So there are two important things which are need to be done. Second is, you can put a banner on your site. You can put a banner on your site. So after explaining these two things, I will give a pause for 5 minutes. I will look at your messages. I think this is a very interesting pedagogy. I think I'll follow next time, because it puts lesser effort on the teacher. Otherwise, we need not spend on 6 to 8 hours time to take back it. Second important thing is about the site administration. How do we change the profile picture? How do we change the site banner? One of the important thing to change the site banner is option is site administration. If you click on the site administration, and on the right hand side, there are certain options are available. You can see there are some options are vertically available, and some options are horizontally available. Okay, vertically, you just scroll it down, and there are many options are there, but you can explore all these things later on your free time. And there is an option called front page. If you just click on the front page here, and it takes you to the front page settings. In the front page settings, two options are very important. And the first one is the full site name, and it is saying that, of course, here I entered my Professor K. Srinivas learning portal. Second one is the short name of the site, whatever the short name you want to. This is site short name. Okay, this is the site short name. After entering the, just enter whatever preferred site name. Only two things. One is a full site name. Second one is a short site name. Just scroll it down and click on save changes. So what happened, all the whatever these two changes has been there, it gets reflected. So when you open, you can get your site name. Like I have entered Professor K. Srinivas learning portal, it comes like this. So I will be giving you 2 minutes, 5 minutes time to I'll check up your doubts also. And so if it is possible, kindly do it, and so that I'll wait for your doubts over here. So first one is profile picture. Second one is a site banner. These are the two things need to be worked out. And
So
yeah,
there is one question by Dr. Anidita. She is,
I'm looking. I'm looking.
yeah, yes, sir.
How to log in? I have my no, no. I think, madam, you please follow the instructions carefully on your screen, and I just follow. You tell, madam, this is what, when you open Anandita, what is her name? You said Anandita, and
Anindita.
yeah, and if you click on that, you can see on the right top corner there is a login button. Right top corner there is a login button. You need to click on the login button. When you click on the login button, and you need to enter the username, and the biggest question is what username need to be entered. When you register a site on your own, you must have got the details from the Genome in the mailbox. You open and you keep it ready, and the username is admin, ADMIN, and the password, whatever the password the Genome has supplied, this has to be entered. After entering the username and password, click the login button. This is how you need to enter into this. Okay. What is the data limit for uploading in free period? No. Well, last 2.5 years, I have not uploaded a single item into this one because all my data is in my drive. I think who asked this question? One gentleman, Umakant Mahadev Padwal. I have not uploaded anything. You're not necessary to upload. You put everything in your drive, and you can, because it's a free site. They cannot expect too many things. Okay, that is can be done. There is another question that how can we visit other websites on Moodle? You go to there is in Genome. If you open genomeo.com, if you just scroll it down to the below of the screen, you can get the other websites. Similarly, if you visit moodle.com, yes, you will visit. Jyoti, there is a question that, sir, how much space is available on this cell? I think probably they are giving around 400 or 500 MB. That's all. But one thing I can tell you, why do you need a space? First and foremost thing. Geeta is asking, is Jerome's site of ours only used for Moodle? Yes, of course. Genomeo.com was built in the background as a Moodle to use Moodle as a learning management system. You are going to use it. I could not understand the short name of the site and the front page. Yes, Sujoy, the short name means there are two names very popular in Moodle. One is a site short name. Second one is a course short name. You are dealing when you are working and you are uploading something. Suddenly, if you want to move to the course site administration area, you can use that short name. Short name is using that is a short form of moving over there. Like many of us are having Papu Chintu kind of names. That is the short form of that. So directly it goes, and without clicking several links. That's the point. Rajendran is having a question that how can we add up students, and how can I think Rajendran, you had to be a little patient because I have not gone into that, because the what I was told that I explained to, and I'm giving a pause of 5 minutes because I think I have up to 7 o'clock. I'll try to cover. Ashima, how can we change our cover page as we will? Let's slides guru, and you go to the appearance section of the site and you can change it. Can we take live sessions, and how much login it will? How much long it will? No, this free site is not providing that. Yes, if you install the Moodle, like in my institution we are having, we have integrated Facebook, we have integrated YouTube, we have integrated Zoom, we have integrated Jitsi, we have integrated WebEx. Unlimited. This is the answer to Makang. And in URL, what we have to feed? Geeta, what URL? I had told you, either your first name, last name. I think you are talking about Geeta. I think while writing, please write legibly. In URL, what to feed is a general question. While registering, while creating a site of Genome, you have to write either first name, last name, or any other name where you understand. Vidhi Rastogi, yesterday I tried to visit your site. I was not able to view all contents uploaded. Yes, I have not allowed any. The general content can be allowed, but for general users, they only I restricted to use it. If you are my student, yes. If you are my participant, I'll allow beyond that. But generally, there is certain level we cannot. Please share the PPT after presentation on my Gmail ID. Okay. It is not taking my name while creating the site. I think Geeta you are entering. Okay. And Geeta must be a very common because it is not there, which may not be allowed. And you add something else, Geeta D, something like that. Can we take a photo and add? Of course, possible. And what is Jayant? You said immediately. What is immediately? I didn't understand. Dr. Sheetal, can you understand what is Jayant is saying immediately?
So I think that was in the continuation of his earlier question. He wanted to ask, however, sir, you have already shown that to us.
Mm-mm.
The participants, kindly be patient and try your hand also. Right, sir?
Yeah.
And
Okay. Let's
sir, one
yeah.
question from my side. Like
Mm, mm,
IIT Mumbai has also introduced LMS called Bodhi Tree.
mm.
So when Moodle is already there, so what was the need of creating their own LMS?
You know, everyone wants to have their own company.
Okay.
Simple. And the point is pretty simple. And at the same time, as a teacher, I don't. I need a platform where I can create my own teaching learning environment. Because if somebody is saying that you click this, you click that, you click that, initial clicking is okay. But I think many of the customized learning management systems are happening, but everybody's putting their own shop. But the shop which was not put by given by Moodle, like our Android platform, yes, we have been using Linux platform, Ubuntu, yes,
Mm.
Star Office. These are all the platforms I've been using for almost many years. And Firefox, many times, Chrome because of some other reasons, but Firefox is the best. And all these things, but again a habit. Moodle is such a habit again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
Wildly, yeah,
however,
yeah.
Moodle is free of cost, whereas Bodhi Tree is, I mean, the charges of them are pretty high for outsiders.
I don't know why, because it's like a business model. See, even
Yeah.
tomorrow Geeta Ratan also can start, and you can consult me. I will give my consultation also about this.
Sure,
and
sir.
and
Sure.
for my consultation, I'll charge per hour 25,000 rupees.
Okay.
All these
Yeah.
things, yeah.
Yes.
Why I'm trying to say that it is the knowledge, it is the experience which matters. There are many things are there. So I think,
Mm.
no, I'm telling you in a serious mode. Please, I think Geeta Ratan should start this kind of a platform, so that you can do wonderfully without any investment of that.
Right.
um, uh, uh,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. And yes, yeah. And we can, yeah, Akshajit Poddar is saying that, sir, this is the complete session, total FDP. I didn't understand what is this question is all about. Akshajit, can you elaborate what आपके मन की भावना क्या है यार? मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ आप कहना क्या चाहते हैं. मैं अभी अगला 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 तब तक मैं नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस दिखा दूंगा. Okay. The first important thing what we understood is about the profile picture uploading and site. The next important thing is you need to add a course. So how do we add a course? To add a course, there are, again, I'll give you enough time, friends. Don't worry about that. Just have a look. And there is something called, you can see on the dashboard, and you just follow the instructions carefully. From the dashboard, again, all these things are happening from the dashboard. From the dashboard, if you click on site administration. What is the top? What is the point which I'm saying? It is to create. You are adding a new course. Okay. If you click on the site administration, on your right hand side, the site administration options will open. There are certain vertically options are available. There are the certain horizontal options are available. In horizontally, if you move towards the option number 3, if you move towards the option number 3 called courses, if you click on the courses, you can see there is an option called manage courses and categories. Okay. If you just click on that, see what is interestingly happens. And you can create a category, I already explained to you what is a category. Category is a certain section of courses can be grouped together. UG courses, PG courses, research courses like this. And already there is one category called miscellaneous is available here. And on your right hand side, under the miscellaneous, you can create a new course because of the time constraint. And this is only to give an orientation to you. And I'm going to demonstrate to you how to create a course. Okay, where are we creating? We are creating a course under miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is the main category which is available on your site. Okay, I just click on create a new course. I clicked on the create a new course. Now I want to see that, and before I start filling the data, I'll see that any questions are there in this case. Okay. शेख मसूद भाई कुछ पूछ रहे थे. Sir, can you best tools for teaching accounting and strategy classes video recording? हाँ, मसूद भाई आप एक काम कर लो. You can use presentation tube. Presentation tube is easy. OBS Studio and is in OBS Studio and Screencast-O-Matic 15 मिनट का वीडियो बना सकते हो आराम से इंशाल्लाह. ऐसा कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं. And Jayant done with the name and photo. And Mubarak over Jayant, I think you did an excellent job. Okay, what all I have explained now, I think try to use that so that you go to the site administration from the dashboard. You go to the site administration. From the site administration, on the right hand side, you select the courses. From the courses, select the manage courses and manage categories and courses. If you click on that, it was taking you to this place called add a new course now. Okay, and now let me explain to you what are the things need to be entered. What is your course name? But this is a compulsory. For example, my course name is computer programming. This is my course name. Computer programming is my course name. I entered. What was the short name of the course? I can say COMP_PROG. Okay, this is the short name of my course. Okay, these two things are compulsory items. They are required. Question mark says required. Okay, I entered computer programming. I entered short name as COMP_PROG. And of course, the category right now we have not created any category here, so it will be there in the miscellaneous only. But if you have created the category, like in Swayam, you can there are courses in the school education, there are courses in the undergraduate, non-technical, undergraduate technical, undergraduate management, postgraduate non-technical, postgraduate technical, postgraduate management. Like this kind of courses are available. Okay, and so the course visibility, this is very important setting. Basically, the setting determines whether the course appears in the list of courses and whether students can access it. If set to hide, then access is restricted to users with the capability to hide courses such as the teachers. Okay, so before, and this could be used for two different reasons also. For example, tomorrow when you are conducting a test, and Moodle can be used extensively, because in this current platform as Genomio, you can have 249 users and one teacher. Recently, we have conducted one of the open book examination system, and where 215 students have participated, and 214 students have submitted their assignment. We gave a 6 hours time. Everything was tracked. Every step was audited with the help of this Genome software only. It is perfectly working. But what is important is we should have a confidence on that, number one, hands on. Number one. Number two, yes, you can make use of this platform, and you should visualize it how best it can be done, and we should faith on the system also. And कई बार लोग ये पूछते हैं सर ये चलता है ये नहीं चलता है. मैंने कहा यार ऐसे there are a lot of unpredictabilities there, but it is working. Almost last 2.5 years I've been using, especially this COVID period. This Genome is working too good, I must tell you. Okay, and there is something called course start date and course end date. So that means if you enable the end date, that means this is a scheduled course, and this is having a specific start date and specific end date. And if you have not put this last option, it is a normal course. Okay, and course ID number, every course will be having an ID number. In our traditional system also can be at. Before moving to the next part, let me see any doubts the people are having it here. Feedback, if you have made a video of 30-40 minutes, which app should be used? Presentation tube. In mathematics, teaching learning can be solved, explain only question in 10 minutes. Yes, and what you can do, Miss Vidhi Rastogi, you can purchase, there is something called Viacom writing pads are available. If you go to what I say, this Amazon, and you can purchase Viacom writing pads, and they're very much useful, I think. And what we call it as pen tablets or something like that. No, not writing pads, and like this, and it has a variation also. And I purchased one for around 2500 rupees. Very good, useful, because like mathematics, I am teaching computer science, I am recording all these things. Yeah. One more question I want to submit. Oh, feedback form. No, 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 no. Again, sorry. I thought it's a feedback question. And yes, Jayanti Singh reached till that part. Good. Uh, GIBS gives it called stylus pad. Yeah, yeah. And Viacom stylus pad is also very much better to go for, and it can be integrated with straight away. You can also teach, and with Google Meet also we have been doing. All these things are possible nowadays. Okay, now we have come up to this. Next comes the description. Okay, in the description there are two important things are under the description. There are 2 points are there. One is about the course summary, and second one is about the course summary files. Because I'm giving you one dimensional view here, because this could be used for. So what is the course summary means? Basically the course introductory video. Okay, what is the for example, I can use the course summary for two reasons. Number one, when you see many of the videos by Swayam platform, basically what they will have a course introductory video. They have a course introductory video, and of course it will be little large, and okay. So where is this course introductory video, for example? So you can do, if you have already for example, I'm just taking an example. I'm having a course, I'm having a video here, and if I want to use that video in the course introductory video, so first and foremost thing, there are two ways of doing it. And you must have seen it in the Swayam platform. On the right hand side, on the topmost layer, the video will be running, and bottommost layer, and the details of the course would be there. Okay, that is one way. Alternately, what you can do is you can create the course introductory video like this, and you can see there is a link option visible on your screen. There is a जंजीर जैसा चीज आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. If you just click on this, and if you want to enter this URL link, you can, first and foremost thing, you need to create a course introductory video. I think if you have done it, that would be okay, and otherwise it comes like this. Okay, or alternately, what you can also do it, because you can see the fourth option from the last, and here there is something called, interestingly called, a video. If you just simply insert this and insert the media, see the video is going to be inserted like this. Okay. And so below this you can or above this, whatever it may be, and you can write down some who are the teachers, what is the course, how it will be done. That is the way you can write. Alternately what you can do is, in this course summary files, basically the course summary files currently it is accepting only JPEG. Like for example, nowadays when we are offering this online FDPs, they are preparing the brochures, and brochures are being put into their websites and as well as their social media platforms. And similarly also here, if you have a complete syllabus, and our complete syllabus is a session wise thing, and who is teaching, all this thing, right now it is only accepting the image and the GIF kind of a files. If you want, you can add many more into this. And before coming to your questions there, and the course summary, as this is a special HTML editor. This is not like a normal editor. This is like a special HTML editor. Many things are possible. For example, if you want to embed any video as such here, for example, if I say, and I can click on mm, computer basic knowledge, for example. Okay, if I have a video like this, for example, and if this video I want to embed, okay, and this is the video. And if this video, okay, what this is what we know. And there is something called embedded code also there. Okay, if you right click on this particular video and press the right mouse button after pausing the video, if you just click on the copy embedded code and just come to this course, and first of all put the mouse pointer somewhere, and using this last option, HTML button, and yeah, you can simply copy it, and you see what happened. This video can be inserted like this. Okay, so this is what I've been saying, that so many options are available. If you simply student clicks on this, and he or she can able to open it. Let's come back to your questions first. Can we post syllabus of course in the summary? Yes, you can. And Vinod Raj, we are already use this one. So this time to learn more this session, we have already used this one. So this time to learn more this session. Uh, I didn't understand what is his question is. Vinod Raj is saying it looks like Moodle, sir. Of course, it is Moodle, Vinod Raj. It's Moodle only. The parang sir. We Moodle, Lana. This is only Moodle.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are only talking about the Moodle only, sir. Here, I think I'll wait for some time. Let's see that if they can able to do these two parts, and I will move further. Please do it, and I'll first you have in the shop. Yes, Dr. Sheetal. How many participants are there in this workshop?
So good number. It is approximately 150 right now.
Okay. Anita Jain, sir, I may run my course, diploma, or degree, or certificate course, as you said yesterday. No need of affiliation. No need of affiliation. Why should you run? You can run private tuitions also. Absolutely. And if your quality is good, and people will come to you, understand carefully. You need not bother about affiliations. See, affiliation is only for the certifications. Yes, in that case, you can ask them to go to the SWAYAM courses. As far as mentoring, training, is concerned, yes, you can go ahead, absolutely. But don't look for sir APA score में ये आ जाएगा वो आ जाएगा, वो नहीं चलेगा. Deepika, what are the advantages of Moodle over Google Classroom? We cannot compare apples with oranges. Simple. Both are cars. Both are four-wheeler cars. One is Maruti entry model. One is Skoda with all the latest. It all depends because even nanos are also working on the Indian roads. Nano is also there, and Maruti Esteem is there, and of course Desire is there, Skoda is there, BMW is there. It all depends. It all depends on how you take it and what level you can go. See, learning management system is not only meant for query posting or it's not for only content sharing. There are many things can be done. Okay, it's very premature to comment many things at this stage. Universities won't take any objection. I don't know why should they object. अब प्राइवेट ट्यूशंस ना पढ़ाने के लिए नहीं कहते, मेंटरिंग करने के लिए नहीं कहते, लोग कर रहे हैं. And of course many things can happen, madam. I think as an academic, first and foremost thing, we should not get into that. But yes, as long as you have been offering the courses for your own students betterment, it's acceptable. Everything is acceptable. The moment you ask a question your department, first and foremost thing, the question comes from head of the department, why? Then it goes to the proctor, rector, vice chancellor, director. अरे क्यों, क्या है? Maybe their understanding levels and everything or different according. That's what my answer is. As long as it is supporting the teaching learning, everything is acceptable in my case. Even yesterday, people are asking about IPR issues on someone's copy. No, don't copy it. I said if you are using any material, why don't you provide source? Why don't you provide the reference? Why don't you attribute? Why don't you send a polite mail saying that, sir, thank you very much, we had got this one. एंड वो थैंक्स की बात हमारे सिस्टम में होना चाहिए. अभी आपको, बिकॉज सिंस यू आर डूइंग इट, लेट मी राजेंद्र कुमार शर्मा लिंक वंस अगेन, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन H5P link. H5P, I think Rajendra ji, have a look. I am providing all the links here because it'll not be easy to explain the H5P. And this is a site I request all of you kindly can go, and what is possible in this case is, and H5P you can use it effectively. This is the site, and so H5P is a process through which we can create, share, and reuse interactive HTML5 content in your browser. I repeat, it's basically interactive HTML5 content in your browser. Next time I will conduct a 6 days program. Please come and join. All these things will be taught. And but only thing is you should have a time of minimum 10 hours per day, and all these things will be taught. And if you just scroll it down, there are interesting videos are available, and of course it is basically free to use, and many things. And this H5P integrations you can do with Canvas, you can do Moodle, Blackboard, WordPress, Drupal. And there are many tools are already, the sample videos are also available. You can integrate all of them, and can be used. You can create rich content, you can share, you can reuse and modify. All these things are possible. And of course examples and downloads are very much available here. Okay, and you can use all these things. For example, if you want to do it, interactive video are available, and there are certain procedures are given. For example, this is what and this is basically talking about the ingredients list here, such here. Okay, and this is a multiple choice question. This is what people generally, I think this is what people have asked, what kind of berry is this, blueberry or strawberry? Okay, you just check it out. All right, like this. Okay, and H5P is one such platform which could be used very easily. uh, and yeah and if you create, and my request to all of you is, you can download the H5P software on your local machine, and of course, otherwise you can create a free account, and many things are possible, sir. Many things are possible. Yeah. And of course, next time when we offer this program, and please, even I request our Gita Ratan College, such a wonderful FTP they have offered under the guidance of Professor Hoti, and of course very committed Dr. Sheetal and many other teams. So they will offer one good program, and please come and join, and we'll see all the things can happen.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you. And sir, absolutely, we are going to offer more programs, and everybody can join.
Yeah.
And we can obviously will tie up with you again, sir. There's a
Sure,
lot
sure.
more to learn from you, sir.
Sure. And when you okay, fine. After clicking, so while adding the course, now I think if there are no questions, and we are adding a new course here. After adding a new course, and basic details you have entered, then under the description we have inserted a video as such, and of course then you need to select the format. Moodle supports four types of formats. For example, weekly format and topic format are generally, these are the formats which we have been using quite regularly in our system. And mm, what all we can do it. And for example, if I'm just telling you on a louder thinking, wishful thinking. Like tomorrow, if you want to conduct a group discussion, selection of the students, you can use social format. Just set up that social format, and enroll 250 people, 249, of course you take 248. Yes. And put some parameters, and they will do the group discussion, virtual group discussion, and that can be recorded, and you can use it. Similarly, if for class 4, if they want to, now there is no interview for them, that the government of India has given the directions. Only written test can be conducted. Yes, if you want to conduct a multiple choice test, only for no course, nothing. This is like a platform. Yes, you can conduct, and you can shuffle the questions, you can shuffle the options, and multiple, many things are possible, because it so I just select the topic format here, and number of sections. You can define the sections, and one let's take only one section, because this is only to demonstrate. And course layout also, appearance, all these things. Simply after doing all these things, simply you say save and display. So the entire process gets saved, and entire process gets completed. Okay. So this completes the first two important stages of this using the Moodle. First important thing what we did here, we have registered for the first and planning is very important. After the planning, site registration has been done. After the site registration, we did basic customization of the site. After the basic customization, we have added a course. While adding the course, we have added five important things. Number one, course full name. Number two, course short name. In the summary, actually, we have provided the course introductory video, some details, and course summary files, the screenshots of the syllabus, and what are the best practices are being followed, and followed by in the topic and the course outline, course format. There are four types of formats are there. One is single activity, only meant for one purpose, and even forum also. And for offering a full-fledged course where design, develop, deliver, assess, and interact will be happening, so you can either use the topic format, or you can use the weekly format. This is what until that we have done. I'll give you another 5 more minutes to you, and if there are any questions, I'm looking in the chat box. If there are questions are there, please post it and complete up to that. Then I will move to the next part of it. How many students assigned for the course? Total is 250. Add more than 2000. Add more than 2000 participants. Can't to assign the course. Is there any solution, sir? So, sir, solution irukku, sir, and solution is very much there, sir. Vinod Raj, the solution is there. The simple is you pay some amount to the Genome. They will provide 5,000, because there is one college in Madurai. There is a Lady Doak College. Concurrently, they have 5,000 students. They are working. So, how many students in a course? There is unlimited, sir. Provided, provided your platform should support. Provided the platform should support. That's all. Okay, and all these things are possible, sir. கவலைப்படாதீங்க, sir. All these things are possible, and we can use it very comfortably without any difficulty as such. These things are possible. That's how these systems are meant for, sir. ரொம்ப நன்றி, sir. ரொம்ப நன்றி. Yeah, practice it, so that I can explain the other parts also. I'll just back in 2 minutes time. Huh? Just do it.
Yeah, the sound will be coming. Sir is joining in a minute. In the meanwhile, I am making an announcement as this is the since this is the last day of our FDP. Anyone who wishes to give their feedback, sorry, sir, I have taken. So anybody who wants to give their feedback, kindly stay back till the last, and we'll invite you to provide your feedback also. Sir, are you there now?
Yeah. Any questions here? After free period, what are the charges for 1 year? Umakant, there is no free period. Uh, okay, so what I'm trying to say that can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So no, I'm addressing the Umakant Mahadev Padwal question, and there is no problem because I last 2.5 years I'm using without any difficulty. If you use regularly, they never stop you. And Rupla Naik, RES sound is coming. What is resound? What is resound?
Sir, I think he is talking about the vacuum with some time period which when you went away. So
Okay. And regularly attend, but I'm unable to miss the feedback. Okay. See, right. I think make it fast, friends, so that I'll move on to the next part of it. Shall I move on?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Surely, sir.
Yeah. The next important thing is about the participants. So, how do we get the participants? How do we enroll the participants? There are three possible ways of doing it. One possible way is you can you see, one is manual enrollment method. Okay, in manual enrollment method, what happens here is, so the teacher creates the usernames and passwords, and I hope, can you able to see this one on your screen, please, all of you? uh,
Yes, sir.
Shital,
It is visible, sir.
is it visible?
Absolutely, sir. Yes,
I'll
yes.
just make it a little bigger so that yeah. And you see, for example, I'll okay, for example, and the teacher can create the table like this. Okay, and in this case what happened, the teacher, because the admission section will provide the first name of the student, last name of the student, email of the student, then teacher can create the username. Password is left blank, because if you leave the password column blank, system will create the password for the students, and they can, I'll do one thing. I'll to demonstrate this, I don't take all three of them. uh, Dr. Sheetal, can you have your details here so that for demonstration purpose I can use? Dr. Sheetal, are you there?
Sorry. So yes, sir.
Yeah.
CHADHA. Sorry, I lost my connection for a minute. CHADHA. Yeah.
CHAD, Chadda. Okay.
Yeah.
And one minute. Yeah, your
Yeah.
email.
It's the same name, sir. Sheetalchadda@gmail.com.
CHA
Here I have double D here.
double DHA, right?
Yes, sir.
SHETA शीतल ना.
No, sir.
एक
H is.
सेकंड.
Hmm.
हाँ? बताइए.
Sir, CHADDA, not H.
CHA अच्छा ठीक.
Hmm.
At
At the rate
gmail.com.
gmail.com. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, friends, I think, follow me carefully. I took Dr. Sheetal as my student in this course, and her email address. I'll keep that email address as the username also, and of course, I leave the password column blank. So that I'll show you one technique of how the system Genome will work, and of course I gave the block name as Geeta Ratan.
Sheetal.
Anji, anything,
No, no,
Sheetal?
sir. No, nothing, sir. Sorry.
अच्छा ठीक है. So what is this cohort means? Cohort means is generally we call it a section, batch. Okay, and BLLB, BTech, CSC, 1920 batch, 2021 batch, like this. We create like this. Okay, so you open one Google sheet like this, and after Google sheet, just go to the file option, download, and save this one, download this file as a CSV format, comma separated values format, comma separated values format. Just click on that. Okay, and it downloads here, and I gave this file as Geeta Ratan. Okay, Geeta Ratan, right? It's basically it's there downloaded. So like this, I can create 250 people. Even I can. There are many things can be done, but because this is you are all, most of them you must be in the beginning stage. So I'm going to explain to you that what are all can be done in this part as such. Okay. Now, so first option is this is the first option. The second option is, now we need to add these details into Dr. Sheetal. You have already opened your Gmail account, right? You are there in the
I
Gmail, right?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
and because when I add you, you will receive a message.
Right,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm now adding Dr. Sheetal into my site. Understand carefully. There are two separate things, and I opted for the manual enrollment method. And first thing is, I will add her into my site first, and from there I will once that has been done, once she confirms me that she receives the mail from the so what need to be done? Go to this users. In this users option, there are two important options are there. There's something called upload users. If you click on the upload users button, and it is asking to choose the file, you need to select that CSV file we just downloaded. Okay, that CSV file I wrote Geeta. ये कहाँ है? डेस्कटॉप पे है शायद. गीता रतन. Yeah, Geeta Ratan. Okay, and I uploaded this file. If the file format is correct, and you will see the preview like this. Okay, so her first name is Sheetal, second one is Chetta, and email address and email is there. And two, if you want to ensure more controls to be given for those students who don't, because we have a doubt, अरे system में so student ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे. What you can do is, you can see there is an option here. Second option, I'm just highlighting the second option here. It says new user password. What I've been selected here is create password if needed and send via email. That's the reason in that sample file I left the password column as blank. Okay, so that is first thing. Second thing is, okay, afterwards again students can do that one. So what happened, there is an option called force password change. In this force password change, I'll say all. So first of all, system will send a temporary password to the students. Student uses that password to log in. Okay, and afterwards he or she has to change the password to get logged into the site. After doing these two things, just click on upload users, and now you see what is the message I'm getting. One user created. So when I click on continue button, Dr. Sheetal confirms to me that you will receive a mail from
Sure,
Genome.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not so far, sir.
You will receive you and try to check in the I hope that your email address is correct, right? It
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
generally takes 10 to 15 minutes time, because earlier it used to be in a flash, because
Okay.
there is a now huge load on the server. So you will receive a mail into
Yes,
that mail.
sir. I have received one mail
Yeah.
citing your name,
Yeah, do one thing.
learning portal.
Do one thing. Do one thing. Can you please? I'll stop my presentation. You
Sir,
show that one. You show. Can you
sir,
show?
no, sir. I'll not be able to do that because I'm not accessing my mail on the system I'm using for this presentation.
Oh,
It is on
okay.
my mobile, actually.
Okay, okay. So no, I
Okay.
just want to show that how exactly. Aravind, can you do one thing? Can you
Yes, sir.
forward that one to me so that I will
I
show this one
I'm doing that right away, sir.
to my case Srinivas, so that I will show this one to the participants.
Okay, sir.
In the meanwhile, I'll see what are the messages they are giving. Mm, please repeat if possible. Mm, Anita, what I've been saying that I think I hope you are listening, Anita. Say yes in the chat box. Dr. Anita Jain, just say yes in the chat box. Are you listening? What I've been saying again? Yeah. So the first step, Anita, just have a look. I'm just going to explain once again. Yeah, I'm explaining Rajendraji. Sharmaji, I'm explaining. The first step is create open an open a Google sheet with this columns. First name, all small, no capital, no gap. Last name, email, username, password, and cohort. All right, and enter the details of the student. In my case, actually, I entered Dr. Sheetal and her
Sir,
details as yeah.
I have sent it to you, sir.
Yeah. So let me because these are asking once again. So after
Yes.
creating this, what you can do is I'll go to the file option, and this is on Google Sheet, and go to the download option. Then I will use the comma separated values. अब देखिए पांचवा ऑप्शन है नीचे से ऊपर से एक दो तीन चार पांचवा पांचवा ऑप्शन है and comma separated value. You can download this file. After downloading this file, what I've been saying, you go to the site administration. After going to the site administration, and on the right hand side you can see there are users, and there are some vertical and horizontal are available. And you select the upload to users, and the file which you have got separated, you just click it, and the users will be added. Now I think yeah, now the Sheetal has sent that she has received that mail, and now I request friends, please mm, okay, just have a look. This is what typically the students can able to see when they I'll just make it a little bigger now. Okay, now I request all of you, just so this is what my student has received this information. He said, "Hi Shital Chadda, a new account has been created for you at Professor K. Srinivas Learning Portal, and you have been issued with a new temporary password. Your current login information is your username is this, and password, the password has been given. To start using Professor K. Srinivas Learning Portal, log into Professor K. Srinivas Genome.com. In most of the mail program, this should appear a blue link. Yes, so afterwards, okay, so just see what I'll just copy this temporary password here. Okay, I copied. So for example, just imagine that I'm Sheetal. So what Sheetal will do, she will open, and oh, I think I can, because since it is already, you're already logged process case, you need to log out. Yeah, let me log out. Take a second. Okay. Mm, yeah, if I just click on this one, Genomio, and the password. First of all, she will enter the password here, and what is the username? This is the username, and she has entered. She has to enter. I hope everybody is following me. Okay, then log in. After logging in, it asks you to enter the current password, whatever the current password she has to, and new password has to be entered. Okay, I will give some new password for her. Okay, And after entering the new password twice, oh God, the old password, there is some special characters must be added. Mm, yeah, copy and invalid login, current password. Hopefully this is correct. Okay, you see now Sheetal Chadda as a user logged into Professor K. Srinivas.in site. What did I say? As a user only. She is not a student. Understand carefully. Unless and until I enrolled her in my course computer programming as a student, she cannot access, she cannot participate. This is what precisely I've been saying that. Okay, so what I will do, let me log in. I'll open in incognito. Okay, so otherwise it will be difficult for me every time. So Professor K. Srinivas Genomi. Okay, Chital, could you able to see my screen, right? Not a
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Everything is visible.
Thank you, thank you. And I will enter the now I'm logging is as a teacher. Okay, then I'll log in. After logging into the teacher, what I can do, I'll go to my course. How do I go to my, I'll go to my course. This is computer programming course. After going to the computer programming course, what I will do, first thing is I will enroll the user by name Sheetal as a student into my course. How I do it? Just users. These are all steps very much available. Manual enrollment method, enroll. Okay. And the beauty of the system is, you see, there are three different ways you can enroll the students. Number one, you can enroll the student one by one. Second, you can enroll by cohort. Cohort is a batch, I said. You created a batch of, you can not only 200, if your system supports, in my university we support around, my system supports 2500 in a single stroke. All the 2500 can be enrolled into this. So what is the name I given? Geeta Ratan. Geeta, you see, Geeta Ratan. So simply I have taken that cohort name. Cohort is a batch name. So under that batch, only Dr. Sheetal was there. And anyone, if you want to have it in that case, everyone can get uploaded. And of course, the role which I will assign here is student. Just click enroll. On. Now I want to show that, just see, now I log in as a Sheetal. No. She's already there. If she refresh this page, now she could able to in which course she go to the site home, and she can see that which course the early, she can see everything. Computer programming. Now in computer programming, what are the things I am going to do? She as a teacher, as a student, can able to access it. This is what the power of a learning management system can do. Okay. Mm, uh, what is it any problem or connectivity problem, Sheetal?
Sir, from our end, it is not. I believe there is a problem with at their end only. For us, it is absolutely fine.
Okay, we'll give some 5 minutes. A role as an admin, as a teacher for running a course is not clear. No, see what happened. For example, how do I compare it? Administrator is a role, he can do everything, like a director. Director is an administrative head, director is an academic head. As simple as that. So when you are an administrator, you can offer a course. If you want to have clarity, you add one more user and you identify yourself as a one more user, and you can assign the role of a teacher. What generally I do in my institution, because since I am an administrator, overall administrator of my Moodle site, so generally I restrict myself to that. That is the way you can do it. Admin can create multiple teachers also. Excellent. Yes, true. Multiple teachers also, and also you can enroll yourself as a teacher. But basically, I can tell you that if you restrict yourself to the teachers, many things are not possible. But here, actually, in our teaching institutions, I don't know about yours and Sujoy, and my in my institution, we are doing too many roles. Okay. Announcement option. Okay, I'll move on to the announcement option. Now let me demonstrate how this announcement option. Where is my screen? Where is my screen? I think now I'll just log out from this one. Okay, now Shital, I think I'll log out from your site and I'll just log in as my teacher now. Okay, I'll log in. Okay, and yeah. Uh, okay, I'll just log in. What is important? I think I understand. You can just go to your course. Yeah, I understand. There are only 4 minutes left, so let me show what best can be possible. Announcements is an option through which we can communicate with the students. If you click on the announcements option, and an announcement like one is a one-to-many activity. So if you just you can give the subject. For example, if you are saying welcome, and the message, if you say welcome to the new online teaching environment. Okay, and so I think this is the question somebody is asking. And of course, if you want to add, you can add additional information. It can be added. And for example, in the beginning, you want to say that what are the facilities are available, and what are the do's and don'ts. Many universities are providing the forms also. All these things. If you provide the pinned, it gives a priority in the messages. And if you click on the send forum post notifications with no editing time delay, it goes to everyone. And if you just click on the post to the forum, and it goes to the all the students, and this is how it looks like on your screen. So announcements, and you can create multiple levels of announcements. One for the general announcement section, one for the announcements for the topic wise, and all can be done. uh, uh, yes, Dr. Rajesh is saying, an HOD, I can be the admin and all my faculty as teachers and myself as. Yes, of course, Rajesh. Maitri, can several teachers access one course? Yes, if the administrator provides that. Uh, and there are some questions also. Uh, Dr. Sheetal, I can close this at exactly 7 o'clock because there is another engagement I have.
Sure,
So
sure, sir.
so
Sure.
because I had then
That,
again there is a new IIT. I need an interaction of
no,
another
no,
three
no, sir.
hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
are
yeah.
really grateful for you sparing time in
So
the middle of your very
yeah,
hectic schedule.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So whatever best, I think again I've been trying to say that I think I'll stop my screen.
Mm.
Yes, it is implementable, but the only thing is it requires more hands-on, and not only hands-on. First of all, concept building, and with sensitization in hands-on, and give enough time for the practice. The things can happen without any difficulty as such.
Mm.
Thank you very much once again. Because I have another engagement. I'm speaking since
Uh,
8:30 in the morning, and I have another 3 more hours to speak on Moodle
mm,
with the advanced level of people.
mm.
So, and I'll stop it here. And thank you
Sure.
very much for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to Professor Hoti, and please convey my regards to him. And
Sure,
I
sir. Absolutely.
yeah,
Mm.
and
Mm.
thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed interacting with you all. Of course, there are many more. This is only a tip of the iceberg, and please try to understand that this is the initiation, and you can learn many things, and of course you can You can do it.
Yes,
Thank you very
yes,
much.
sir.
I can
Yes, sir. Yes. In fact,
stop it
sir,
here.
one last word from my side. We have really learned a lot from you, sir. And we at Geeta Ratan are really grateful to you for your sparing this much of time and in the middle of this hectic schedule, sir. And we hope to learn
Yeah,
more from you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And
sure.
on the behalf of the
Thank you.
participant also, thank you so much, sir. It has been visible in the screen because people are saying that you have been really inspirational to us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. All right. So, dear participants, thank you so much. This was our last day of FDP. Hope everybody has enjoyed and learned a lot from it. In case you have any suggestions, we are keeping this window open, and I would like that any of you joined as a presenter and tell us, or you can raise your hand and tell me that what feedback would you like to give. We have seen of late that you have got some kind of problems with the feedback, but we have rectified. It is by the mistake of one of the participant who has made some corrections in the file itself. It was there, but now it has been rectified. You can submit your forms, and in case if you want to you want to give any suggestion, want to come here as a presenter, please raise your hand. I'm here for another 5 minutes. We can utilize this any participation, or if you want to give any suggestion, that we will be holding a lot of more FDPs. If you want to give any suggestion on the topics, because when we designed this topic, we thought that it is absolutely according to the contemporary environment, because we have seen that because of this pandemic, in fact during this pandemic, because it is still there, and later on we will see that there will be a paradigm shift in the way teaching is being conducted. So, if you have any suggestions to make for further any FDPs we will be conducting, or anything else you want to say, you can raise your hand to speak. Yes, Dr. Rajesh has joined.
Hello, madam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Please go on, sir.
can I speak? Can I say a few
Yes, sir.
words?
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. I feel very proud, in fact, very delighted to be the part
Yes.
of this FTP.
Yes, sir.
And especially, maybe, people from GIPS, they know that I am very much passionate and very, Gidarathan International Business School is very close to my heart.
Yes,
And in
sir.
fact, as a learner, a lot of things I learned even as a faculty, as a student, particularly
Yes,
this today's for last 2 days session. In fact,
yes, sir.
it inspired me a lot to
Yes, sir.
learn new things, how we can enhance our teaching, how we can be a better teacher, better faculty member after this pandemic time, because we are going to have a new normal right now, as always we say. So we are
Yes,
going
sir.
to experience a new thing right now in our business schools. So
Yes,
all
sir.
the experts who
Mm.
came in this platform from
Yes.
GIPS
Yes,
enlighten
sir.
all the participants to the new heights, and we are
Yes.
definitely take this learning in our
Mm.
classrooms for teaching our subjects. And
Thank you.
especially it was a very wonderful experience, and I really appreciate the entire team GIPS for
Thank
this excellent opportunity
you. Yes,
for
sir.
giving any FDP with
Mm.
very contemporary topic, because these topics that generally we used to take FDPs and all on research, then publication and all. But this is a new window which actually got open to all of us. Really thrilling, enlightening, and all the speakers I would like to name, especially today's and Dr. Srinivas, as well as
Yes.
Ms. Aruna Mitra. Both of them, I would like to appreciate the effort of GIPS to bring them to this platform and be a party to ignite the learning opportunity to all of us. Thank you once again, and I really appreciate the management, Honorable Chairman, Honorable Vice Chairman, and
Yes.
also the Director, Professor Ghosh, or obviously Dr. Uma, as well as Dr. Sridhar Yu, for
Yes.
making this platform and really, making a platform, a learning platform to all of us. And you really did a wonderful job. and looking more from your side, looking for more from GIF side, so that all of us can learn together. And thank you very much for giving me as a participant a wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And you know, we are all thankful to you in many ways, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. So, anyone else who wants to speak? Okay. Uh, we have got another participant joining in. Right. So we shall end it here. We have thoroughly enjoyed, and you know we'll be very soon sharing our new FDP schedule. We have got lot of other MDPs and FDPs lined up. We'll be sharing all those things with you very soon. So thank you so much, participants. We have thoroughly enjoyed. We have tried to do very best from our side. Thank you so much. And if there has been any problems, our due apologies for that. Thank you so much.